Everybody, so I've got updates for you. Sorry for the handheld. Sorry if it's making you dizzy or anything, and sorry for making it look like I'm staring off. I'm not. The camera's over here, which makes me look like I'm pointing center, but I'm not. And so I'm looking at the screen, which is here. So if that gives you any idea of why things look so funny, but I apologize. So some updates on my weight loss. Things are still going well overall. The problem I've had is I lost my job a month ago, and because of the job loss, I have not been eating the way I'm supposed to. Instead, for the last month, I've been rationing my food, which unfortunately has put my body into starvation mode, and that is not a healthy thing. And so I don't recommend it. However, even though I'm doing pasta right now and not doing the Mediterranean way of eating, I've still lost weight, and so I'm going to share the numbers now. I do not recommend starvation mode for whoever is listening. Do not do it if you can help it. It is not a healthy thing to do. So I am not bragging about that. So these weight loss include 1 month of the Mediterranean way of eating, and I'm trying to get used to saying it that way because it's not a diet. It is a way of eating. Because I can eat as much food of as much of the non-starchy carbs as I want. I just have to watch how I'm eating things. So I don't even count calories, if that tells you anything. So at any rate, so 1 month of eating the way I had been when I started losing weight, and then 1 month of the rationing my food. Because I don't know when I'll have a job, and so therefore I'm trying to save as much money as I can, because the most important things are the house and the car, and of course electricity now that it's wintertime here. So okay, and I realize my hand's dropping further and further. I'll move it over to this hand. Sorry. So as I said, I'm still doing well. The weight loss, from September 30th until December 2nd, I lost 11 pounds, 11.6 pounds. We'll do it that way rather than doing ounces also. 11.6 pounds. So from the beginning of this way of eating, which I started May 27th, till December 2nd, I've lost 33.4 pounds, which is awesome. Bust-wise, from September to December, well, end of September, barely September, I've lost 2 inches, so a total of 6 inches. I see your tail. This is Ryder. They have their own channel on Facebook, so they get put on there quite a bit. They're used to the camera, but they're used to it the other way around. Lots of pictures and video. If you want to see them at all, they are on Facebook. It's Kahn Kitties, Kahn, and then Kitties. I think they're the only ones on Facebook. If you have problems finding them, let me know. But I share all of their adventures. I share other stuff too. It's not just them. But at any rate, I even share the fur piles, which I did 2 days ago. So at any rate, it's a lot easier doing video of them than it is of me. Alright, where were we? Bust. Lost 2 inches in the last 2 months, so a total of 6 inches lost. So I seem to be losing about 2 inches each time period. So that's not bad. I've definitely noticed a difference in the bras. I don't have as much spillage. All you big-breasted women out there know about that. There's not much spillage, but now I've you know, you have to figure out, do you go down to the next size and risk spillage, or do you deal with the cupping, the extra space that occurs? You know, it's that fun problem. So, at any rate, so still losing inches there. Waist, I am probably not measuring in the right spot every time, because my true waist is actually one of my bumps, you know, in the stomach, can do the B, and I probably am measuring in the skinny part, which is not my true waist. My true waist is actually a little bit higher, which is where one of the bumps is. So, I have that. I've actually gained 1 3/4 inches on my waist, which it's not true. I can tell you that because of clothing. But it's still a loss of 4 3/4 inches overall from the beginning. So I've actually gone from size 20 pants down to my 18s. And a couple of weeks ago, my 18s were, I had, you know, a little bit of muffin top going on. But they seem to be doing much better. So, not as much muffin top there. The 18s are fitting comfortably. So, maybe another 3-4 months before I'm into my 16s. It's a good thing I don't get rid of clothes. So, waist, hips. Hips, I have that I've lost an inch over the last 2 months. So, a total of 4.5 inches on my hips, so not bad there. Sorry about that. I don't know if I explained, I don't have my contacts in, so I was making sure I was reading the numbers correctly because I also have this light in my face. So hips, is still losing. Thighs, hard to measure because it's hard to get the right spot every time. I have 0 inches lost the last 2 months, which at a certain point it'll be slowing down anyhow, so I don't know if that would necessarily occur yet, but maybe. Still cumulative loss of 1 1/4 inches. Biceps, again, hard to measure the same spot every time I have that. I gained 1/2 inch, but still cumulatively have lost 3/4 of an inch, so, you know, take that for what it's worth. Neck, I have 0 inches lost, but still cumulative of 3/4 inches lost. And the neck, you know, there's not a lot of fat there, so I would expect that to be the least changed of all of the areas I've been measuring. So like I said, with my downtime, I've gone through my clothing, gotten rid of the bigger clothes, gotten out some of the smaller clothes, the 18s. Extra larges are fitting comfortably, getting ready to go down into larges on the top. I'm probably still too big in the pants as well for a large, but not far away from it. My sweatpants that are extra large or run small, and they're probably larges in reality, and they fit really tight. So I don't wear those out of the house too much. Again, so I can see differences. I didn't do pictures because I don't have the money to order the bikini again. The swimsuits that I do have cover up the hips and thighs, or the waist, hips, thighs, and that's where you see some of the differences and stuff. So I didn't do pictures. The bikini I currently have, which I've only worn 3 times, it's been for the 3 pictures because I'm not wearing that out of the house. It's too big. I debated about going ahead and doing pictures in it one more time, but it's too big. So I really need to get a new set, but can't do that till I get a job. So, but at any rate, clothing wise, I can tell. The only thing I haven't tried yet is my boots that were too tight around my calves. I haven't tried those, man, because boots are hot. And with my hot flashes, didn't want to put boots on. But as soon as I do try them on, I'll let you guys know if I'm able to zip them up and get my calves in them as well. Overall, I'm happy of how things are going overall. Hopefully I hear about a job soon. Hopefully, I'm hoping today. It's taken forever. I've got an unofficial offer. I'm waiting for the official. They were doing the background checks and all that. So it's driving me nuts. I'm an impatient person. So at any rate, thank you everybody. I will be back in 2 months to update you on the weight loss. And we will go from there. Thanks so much. Bye.